Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Candidly with Coffee.
We back. Just like that.
You all right?
Yeah.
Scratching your legs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, welcome back. Cheers. Happy Super Bowl Sunday.
Yep. Who's my prediction? I gotta go with the Chiefs.
Can I tell you that if you... I have no idea who's in the Super Bowl.
You don't?
Not a clue.
The Chiefs and the Eagles.
Okay.
The Eagles who beat the Niners.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost our quarterbacks.
I don't know.
Congratulations to them.
I am a self-admitted bandwagon fan. Like, I'm all into it. Like, if the Niners were in the Super Bowl, because, you know, it's our Bay Area team, I'd be excited. But I'm not a true fan.
Yeah, no.
You know,
okay.
I don't want to be a great pretender. I am not. So I don't know. I don't even know if I'll watch. I actually was thinking what a good time it would be to go to like Target or Trader Joe's because it's going to be empty.
Oh, it'd be empty. It's like
during the Super Bowl.
You got to understand, even though you might not be into it, people do parties today. Today's a reason to get drunk party.
A lot of people consume a lot of calories.
Yes, today, yeah.
Like it's one of the highest calorie consumption holidays next to Thanksgiving.
Yes. Facts.
Lots of people are going to be feeling like crap tomorrow.
Yes.
Hungover.
Mm-hmm.
The whole night.
There'll be none of that going on here.
Not I. I did have a drink. Did I have a drink this week? Yeah, I had one drink this weekend.
I had one. You had...
No, you had two.
I had two.
I had one. That's reasonable. I had one Friday night.
Friday
night has been like my time to have my margarita.
We both still went to the gym, worked out next day.
Yeah.
So,
a drink doesn't... I can even have two and still be fine.
Yeah.
3 would be...
Three's pushing it.
But 3 is I'm making a decision that I'm probably, gonna not partake.
Yeah. Especially if there's a little hangover going on. I do not work out with headaches.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling at all. So I wanted to start off by saying if you're enjoying our podcast on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and comment on this video. It really does help us out.
Please.
And if you're listening to us, make sure you leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We got another review from a loyal listener, Stephanie Hill, left us a review. This podcast is absolutely my favorite. I love listening. I look forward to these every week. It helps getting through my work day. Janine gives some helpful tips and Mike makes me laugh. See, you have this thing about you, and I don't think you realize it. You have been like this since I've known you. You are unintentionally funny.
I've been told that since I was a young dude. Like, I remember a friend of mine used to always say that, like, damn, you're hella funny.
Like, you just are, they're just who you are as a person.
I wish it could transpire into comedy. Like, I had the skills.
I don't know, but because, like, Lisa and I have always said that. Like,
you are just money.
You are so unintentionally funny.
I just like talking my
And it's fun to laugh at you, and you are a good sport about it. That's what's nice.
Yeah. Gotta laugh at yourself in life. Can't be too serious. Everybody's all pent up and too serious and think too highly of themselves. Relax.
Or they get sensitive if you, like, make fun of them.
Yeah.
Like, why are you always making fun of me?
It's all right. Just laugh it off. Make fun of them back.
It's
Clown.
fun. It's funny.
We grew up doing this. What happened? People don't do this no more,
Remember, it's called capping. Remember capping?
We originally came up with that.
Danny was a capper.
Yes. Capping.
Capping.
Now it's different.
God.
They use it for different terminology, like big cap.
I know. Like when
line.
Tyler said something like cap, I was like, cap? What the hell? Like, you guys are using that term all wrong.
Yeah. They do it differently. What
does it mean now?
Like, you're BSing. Cap. Stop the BS. Stop the front.
Man, why are you going to change the meaning of our words?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a pretty chill weekend, though. Oh, before I forget, Stephanie, please send me an email. I want to treat you to a cup of coffee. I appreciate you taking the time to leave that review. That's really, really kind.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. I know it's a pain in the butt to take your time, leave a review, and I appreciate it. So in, Candidly with Coffee fashion, I would like to treat you to a cup of coffee. Janine at JanineEscobar.com. And I will send over a gift card your way. Thank you so much.
And if you guys could refer us to your friends, family, everybody you know. Share, pass it along. We're trying to grow here.
Share. Or if you have Instagram, you could link our episode in Instagram. Everyone has the linking tool.
Yeah.
You can link it.
Easy.
It does help. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I just wanted to point out that I was really freaking irritated yesterday when we were at the mall and we wanted to just pop into Prada to look at the bucket hats.
Yeah.
Because I want to get a Prada bucket hat. I think they're so cute. But when I walked up to the door, it was sealed off, like with the, like a, I don't know, a rope
like
or whatever.
Roped off, yeah.
It was roped off. So, and the Prada employee, she could sense that I was there. She was standing right at the rope, but she was looking away from me, looking into the store. And I kind of moved up a little bit further so that she would acknowledge that I was at least standing there and at least tell me oh, I'll let you in a minute, or we have to wait for this. No, she doesn't. I could see that she could see me out of the corner of her eye, and I'm like, so how does this work? Are you going to let me in, or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for another, I don't know, sales associate or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was, I was like, yeah.
No, she called it a client advisor.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the next available client advisor.
Oh,
and
fancy.
I was like, how about, I don't need a fucking client advisor.
I don't need someone to hold my hand while I'm
Prada.
shopping. I'm a grown ass man.
But it's like, okay, I get it. If that's their new policy or whatever. But it wasn't that upset me. It was her, she was very dismissive. Like when a customer, especially you're walking up to a high-end store, good customer service is imperative.
Yeah. Don't act like you're too cool or something.
Yeah, what the heck?
Like you're doing us a favor.
I know.
Privilege.
I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
relax.
What happened to just walking into a store and browsing? I don't want to have to. I am that type of person that I do not want help in a store. I don't like to be approached. I just let
leave me alone.
shop.
I got this.
And if I need help, I will seek somebody out.
Exactly.
I don't know. I've always been I don't know if that's my my social anxiety thing popping in.
If I had their job, I'd kill it because I know exactly what to do. I'd see someone like you that looks like you want to be left the fuck alone. Excuse my French. I'll go up to you. Excuse me, miss, ma'am, you need help with anything? If you have any questions, I'll be over there. Enjoy the shopping.
That's what I like.
And if you have any questions or concerns, you see something you like, you come get me. I already established the baseline that I talked to you first.
Okay.
So that's how boom.
This is what I like. I like when they say, "Oh, welcome in. If you have any questions or need anything, let me know. I'll be right over here."
Yes.
That's okay. Thank you. That's perfectly fine. I like that. What I don't like is when they start following you around and they go,
dude,
"Oh, is there something I could? Oh, did you want to see this? Oh, let me show you what just came in." And no, over the top.
Stop. Too
hard. And then if they see you looking at something, "Oh, did you want to see that? Did you want me to get that down for you? Oh, that would look so good on you. Oh my God!" But no,
stop.
No,
stop.
No, yeah, I will run out of the store quicker than I.
It's irritating.
Yes,
trying too hard. You oversell. You overkill.
I can't
Relax.
handle it. No. I don't like it. Exactly. To me, that's like doing a cold call. That's like an a cold call, like someone calling me and trying to sell me something. Like if I didn't seek you out, I don't want to buy it.
Yeah.
Don't DM me with your amazing product or whatever. I don't cold. I have a service. I do not cold offer my service to anybody.
Yeah.
If you want it, you have to, because I don't want it done to me, so I don't do it to anybody else. I don't like that tactic at all. Anyways, I just was annoyed with that girl. I just felt like she was rude.
Yeah, she was. We walked away.
Super rude.
Well.
I did something different last week that I haven't done in a long time, and I fully meal prepped. I meal prepped for the entire week. And I haven't done that in a long time. You know what? I didn't like it. Isn't that weird? Because I'm such a creature of habit, and I don't mind. Here's my thing.
I know what you don't like.
I like to meal prep only one meal. I like to meal prep breakfast. I like the process of kind of putting together my food, maybe making a little change to it.
Yeah.
If I change my mind, or I don't know, I probably won't be doing that for a while. I think it's convenient. I don't have to do that. If I had to do it, I would do it. But I like doing.
You like the process.
Yeah, I do.
Creating your bowls, your
Plus,
dishes.
I found that I had no content to post for social media.
Oh, that's a problem.
Because usually, if I do a meal, I was like, oh no, I have nothing to post because my meals were already done and they're all posted in one YouTube video.
I wonder what they taste like. I'm gonna snatch one of your meals one day.
You wonder what they taste like? What do you mean?
Yeah, what's the flavor like? What's your meals like? I never looked what you prep. I'm sure they're good.
Whenever I've made you something, you always like it.
Yeah.
You always go, this is good. This is legit.
Uh-huh.
That's your favorite. This is legit.
That's true.
So when we were having a conversation, Friday night at dinner, we were talking about, wouldn't it be cool if we could get like a whole body scan just to make sure we don't have any like dormant cancer or aneurysms or, whatever waiting to happen.
Yeah, like the X-ray machine at the airport where you stand up like this, hands up, and it goes zzz. Always a vision like we're going to have that in the future where it's going to scan your whole body and tell you.
But we were talking about that at dinner, and what comes up on my phone on the way home from dinner? A sponsored Instagram post from a company that does that. It already exists, and it's like, did my phone hear our conversation?
And it's been approved by the FDA, like legitimized?
It's legit. It's like an MRI, head to toe, like MRI machine.
Oh, like even better than an MRI.
Yeah,
because they can detect other stuff. Wow.
Yeah, but it came up on my phone. Isn't that a concern, though?
Yeah, that's a little bit of a concern. Something's listening in on our conversations.
I felt that was very strange.
Yeah.
Because it was like exactly what we talked about.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I saved it because
that is pretty weird though. I've heard that about YouTube.
Oh, yeah, here it is. It's called Prenuvo. It says a Prenuvo scan is the most powerful show and tell you can get. With MRI at the pinnacle of imaging, our technology enables you to take control of your health on your terms. Our combination of clinically relevant insight and exceptional clarity offers a window into the workings of your own body through a comprehensive health scan. You can detect aneurysms, screen for cancers that are as early as stage 1.
Wow.
You can, any abnormalities, it scans your whole body, screen for tumors, changes in your spine. That's crazy.
If this is legit, that's the wave of the future. I've been saying that.
500 different types of cancers.
Damn.
Anyways, I did save it because I thought, okay, it's okay if you were over eavesdropping on our conversation. It is interesting.
It is interesting, though. Like I said, if
That's
this is legit and it's not no hokey pokey, you know what I mean? Like, at one point, Elizabeth Holmes' idea with that little blood thing was legit till they found out it wasn't.
It wasn't, right.
Right. See, everybody got caught on board, and that's all I'm saying.
No, well, it is legit, though. That's how they detect cancers and stuff. It's just that, like a PET scan, right? But a PET scan is the scan that people do in order to detect cancer cells in the body, right? But we don't do them because, I mean, is it good to subject yourself to that those, I don't know, radiation type thing, or because that's going to cause another problem? Like if someone decides like, oh, I want to get a scan, I'm going to get one once a year. Well, maybe that's going to present another problem.
Yeah.
Exposure to these types of whatever it is, radiation type stuff. I don't know. But anyways, I thought that was interesting on two parts. I think it's cool to be able to scan, but I also think it's a little creepy that the phone heard our conversation.
Right? Pipe in, you guys. Leave a comment for us and see if it has ever happened to you guys. It is kind of creepy. That's weird.
That was weird. That was like
who's
dead
listening,
on.
Yeah, who's listening in on our stuff?
Very strange. Okay, hot coffee topic. I have a couple of hot coffee topics today. Uh-oh. One is a little bit of a recap on our last podcast episode, and I feel like didn't I talk about this on the podcast? Remember we were talking about twin flames?
Yeah.
And I was telling you that a twin flame relationship, they're very like super hot, they very connected, but they can also be toxic, and they often don't end up together. Yeah. And then I described some that I thought twin flame type relationships. I named Courtney and Travis, which my prediction was, it's hot and heavy, but I don't know if it's for the long haul. It could be that twin flame dynamic. And then I also said who? MGK and Megan Fox?
Yes.
They broke up.
Damn, no way.
They broke up. She scrubbed him from her Instagram.
I wonder why.
And he's gone. No pictures. And then she posted something about lies coming out of you. I can smell your breath or something. I smell the lies on your breath or something like that.
Homeboy been.
I'll post up the post here on the YouTube video. But damn. And then people are commenting because he got like this new really popular, supposedly hot guitar player that has been touring with him. Her name is Sophie, and people are commenting like, are him and Sophie having a thing?
What do you always say? Where there's smoke.
Yeah, but I just think those
fire.
relationships that are like
I know what you mean.
that
Yes.
magnetism, and like over the top, they climb fast and fall hard.
You're like bad for your own good. For
Yeah.
them. It's just not.
It's like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
too
though. I know.
much.
We've had friends like that.
Yeah.
Some have survived. Weird.
Sometimes they do survive
Yeah.
because they ride the waves of the the explosiveness.
Yes. And they stick it out and ride it through. But yeah, that ain't for me.
Yeah, but so isn't that weird? I think we just talked about that. So my next, but I think Travis and Courtney, it'll be years. I think it'll be years from now,
Yeah.
but I do think it'll be one of those things, maybe. They could be twin flames, or could they be soulmates? Soulmates can last forever, but twin flames, it's a little like over the top. They kind of they compared them to MGK and Megyn Kelly. They all hung out together. They kind of compared them. So, I don't know. Okay, second hot coffee topic on the Super Bowl tip. Did you hear that Michael Irvin got pulled from, he's a commentator and he was going to be a commentator on the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And he got pulled from the coverage because of an interaction he had in Arizona in a hotel lobby with a woman, an employee of the hotel. She filed a complaint, and whatever it was that she said about that interaction got him pulled from the Super Bowl.
Yes, and now he's turning around saying he's going to sue for $100 million, and he wants to see the tapes and this and that. I did read. I did see a little bit about it.
He says, I don't even remember what I said. had come in drinking or whatever.
And we know.
I was gonna say. So let's preface this because I don't want no $100 million lawsuit. But
yeah,
these are alleged allegations of what he did at the hotel.
Alleged.
But we can say our personal experience. We met Michael Irvin.
Yes, we did.
One fateful night years ago, and we were kind of surprised, to be honest. We didn't know that he partied like that.
Yes,
We were
does he party?
Yeah, we were at an establishment, exotic dancers.
After hours,
4:00 in the morning or so.
3. Yep.
And didn't you have an interaction with him in the bathroom?
Yes.
Or was that Tyson?
No. It was
you.
me, Marcus, and
so
Michael.
it's
Marcus,
not secondhand.
So let me tell the story real quick. My buddy Marcus, he comes in. Remember, he met up with us. Mm-hmm. And he tells the story. You won't believe how I was in the Uber with pop. And we're like, bro, yeah, come on, bro, no way.
He was saying. But they specify because you cut it off. He was a friend of yours who got to the strip club, and he said, "You guys won't believe it. I was in an Uber with Michael Irvin, and this is what transpired." So that was an alleged conversation because you weren't present for the conversation, but he's telling you. And at this point, we don't know that Michael is in the strip club, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you can continue.
So somehow all three of us are in the bathroom, and I couldn't believe it. Like, and they're talking like they knew each other, and I was like, he was in line. I was like,
because from the Uber,
and I'm thinking, dude, if I just bust out my cell phone, start recording this just for the hell of it, like, but something instant kicked in, like, nah, I shouldn't, because this can hurt this guy. I know who he is. Right. I know he was.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do that to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was lit. And party he was doing in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Man.
If you know what I'm saying.
Some demons. Nope. It's people know he has a cocaine problem. It's nothing.
Oh, they
do?
Yeah,
it's out. Yeah. He's been busted in the past when he's playing ball, I believe. Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly.
Yeah. But no. But it has. I've seen it out in sports.
So because of that interaction, because he was there like that night, and he was like, he was definitely partying.
Oh,
it was like
he was pretty toasted.
I was like,
man.
wow, this is not the perception the public has of this man.
No.
And he is like, he's
a legend too.
Yeah.
He's a cowboy. He's a champion. Yeah.
So that being said, the way he was acting that night, I felt like, you know what? He probably parties still.
Oh, he's gotten in trouble.
And he probably made an advance to her. Like maybe he asked her. We don't know. And this is alleged and speculation, but maybe he was extremely, in the party mode, and maybe he invited her up to his room.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, who knows? Yeah, it's possible.
But
listen, when you're not in the right state of mind and you're excited and you've knocked back one too many, You turn into a certain person, you don't know sometimes who the F you are.
Yeah.
I got that dark demon in me. I can't drink too much. It's dangerous.
No, I know.
No, that's dangerous.
You get more, you don't get like flirty though, or sexual. You get angry and volatile.
Yeah, like the Hulk wants to come out.
Yeah.
Just see red. It's a curse for me, so I know this, so I don't overdo it. I keep it in check.
Yeah. So anyways, I thought that was interesting because we had that experience with him and it was shocking to us then.
Yes, it was.
And now I'm thinking, this is probably one of those situations. He was out partying.
Mm-hmm. Scottsdale, it's popping.
Was a little feeling himself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then said something inappropriate
Yep.
to the hotel worker. But whatever it was I can understand them filing a complaint or whatever, but for them to so quickly remove him from the coverage of the Super Bowls
without any due process or investigation.
Yeah, that I don't know. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he should be or shouldn't be. I'm not speculating as to what he did. Who knows what he said? Maybe the girl's overly sensitive, or maybe he was overly wasted and said something that he doesn't even remember saying.
20 years ago, they would have brushed this off, but because the climate we're in now and women and this and
they
that,
have to act.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah. So now he's suing the hotel.
Yes. Well, if there's videotape, if there's evidence, well,
I think there is. I think there's a tape. He wants it. He's demanding it to be released.
There has to be. If you're inside of a hotel, yes, there has to be a tape.
He's demanding it to be released, I think. But you know what? I don't think even he knows what he said, to be honest.
Yeah, you better be careful.
Would he know what he said that night? He was lit. Yeah, he wouldn't know. He probably wouldn't have any recollection the night you bumped into.
And imagine like I went and made a stink like, yo, look who I was part. Homeboy was doing this and that, and it got out to the public and he denied it. And then I released a video of us partying. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, put the hand. No, I would never do it to somebody.
I know. I remember we even talked about that. Like, God, do you realize like you could have sold that to TMZ? Like, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. I actually had a friend who sold $6,000 they got for a photo of it was some controversial thing that they got $6,000 for a photo it wasn't to TMZ. It was Radar Online. Paid them $6,000. But you can do that. Like if you're in a situation where you encounter something that is newsworthy, celebrity newsworthy, and you snap a photo, have video or a photo or something, and they're going to break the story because of it, you can get a lot of money for that.
Yep.
In fact, my sister she doesn't even really know the Kardashians or anything too much. And she was in Cabo and staying at the same resort as Khloe was when she first started dating Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister's like, hey, I think that Kardashian girl is here. And then she tried to snap a picture and she literally got accosted by like 5. She said they look like the Secret Service. She snapped a picture. They took her phone, deleted the picture. It hadn't even hit the media yet. But later, it was like 24 hours later, the pictures hit TMZ that they confirmed that Khloe was with Tristan Thompson in Cabo. And you could tell it was like probably other people at the hotel that managed to get their pictures. And they got paid. I was like, man, Elizabeth,
she could have sent that to you so fast. She just hit the send button to you, and boom, you could have jumped
she
on
didn't
it.
She didn't understand the magnitude.
Too slow.
I'm like, this is a huge story. It's worth money.
Yes.
You'll probably get like $10,000.
Yes, probably for back then,
Yeah, you probably could, and you'd be surprised that a lot of people make their living off that, and a lot of people don't realize it. Paparazzi.
They have news now that pays you. There's KTVU news. If you see an accident or something newsworthy and you film it on your phone, anything crazy, you send it. They'll pay you for that.
They will. Like paparazzi, they're independent contractors.
Yes.
Guess what? You can become a paparazzi.
You could
go get your camera and go hang out where the celebrities go.
Go to the hottest restaurants in LA. You'll see them.
Paparazzi. They don't have any special credentials.
No.
They're just scumbags.
Yes.
That's it.
They're
ambulance chasers.
They're stalkers like a mofo. They stalk you. Some get crazy though. Some take it to another level, stalk your property, follow you. Money.
I was once in LA when Britney Spears got married. She got married to Kevin Federline. I was in LA and I remember coming across some of the hoopla or whatever. I'm like, man, this would be a good opportunity to sell some pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah. We've partied around celebrities of people in the industry too.
Yeah, I know, but
all over Vegas,
I've always had a feeling, I personally always have felt the need to protect their privacy.
Yes.
and not be
athletes. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen things that
yeah.
I'm like, that's not my business, and I would not try to be sneaky and take a picture.
Nah.
I just never did.
Nah.
We've
had many opportunities.
Yeah.
Because of where we've been.
Yeah. Anyways, places. I thought that was some hot coffee there. All right, moving on to the science of swear words, because you've been asking me lately.
Oh man.
Why are certain words bad? Like, what determined that?
Yeah.
It's okay. So I looked in because I wasn't sure exactly. And like you made a comment and you said it's kind of like some of it's like racial slurs. Obviously, we know why that's bad.
Of course.
But the other side of things, like the other types of words, why are they bad? So there is a difference between swear words and slurs. So slurs is like culturally, racially motivated, intended to offend people of different races and things like that.
Make
so obviously that's I understand that.
Yeah.
But profanity, like how do people determine what's a swear word? It actually goes back really far. And you know what one of the first swear words was considered?
What?
You're going to be surprised to hear what word it is. Fart.
Fart?
They said it as early as 1250, the year 1250, fart.
Fart was a bad word.
Fart was a bad word. So swear words...
It's not a pleasant word.
Swear words stem from taboo subjects. So like off-limit topics. Things that people don't talk about. So even think about in the, many years ago, things definitely people didn't talk about sex or sexual acts, private parts, things that are very private, like held close to the vest, those types of topics. Those words are what's considered swear words because people don't talk about those things. So when you use them, it creates shock value. And that's how what determines a swear word. It's like used for
they call
like
them curse words too, don't they?
Curse words, swear words, profanity.
Profanity. Yeah.
It's expletives or vulgarism, socially offensive use of language, impolite, rude, indecent. Yep. So that is what it's basically off topic. I mean, taboo subjects. So there's a whole there's a whole thing about it. Like, why do we swear? It's like for that shock value. It's an emotional reaction when you're frustrated.
Yeah.
And it kind of like is an emotional release.
Yeah. I get it.
Now, I have always sweared. Like, I mean, I hate to admit this, but I did. I've always been like, I was not the type of person that really watched my language around my kids, to the point where I remember one time I picked up Alyssa's friend from school, and I was going to pick up a friend after school or something. And Alyssa said, and Mom, when she's in the car, please don't swear.
Oh, because probably her parents.
She was embarrassed by it. Alyssa was embarrassed. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try.
I know.
So I mean, I'm just being honest. I did.
Yes, we say it. So what? It's a word. I use the F word, A word. It's just a word to me. I don't know.
You made a good point. You said that Joe Rogan made a comment that he swears in front of his kids.
Yes,
but
his wife was bothered by it. But he says the kids are gonna find out anyways, honey. Today's the internet days. You're gonna hear it. So why are we gonna pretend like it doesn't exist? Because that way he feels that they could be honest with him. Open dialogue with his kids.
But I like the point that you made when you said that, obviously he's honest about using the words in front of them, but then he also teaches them to use their words, how to use their words, and the importance of that. Like, there's a difference between, like, you bump your leg on the corner of the table and you swear.
Yes.
Versus calling someone out of their name.
Yes.
Swearing at somebody.
Yeah.
That's a very big difference.
True.
Like, I'm very careful about using my words. I feel like...
in anger.
I feel like I can almost remember... like, I think Tyler twice. I have said, out of anger in an argument with Tyler, my son, I've said two things in two different arguments. And he was an adult already. He wasn't a child, but I called him dumb. And then there was another time, I think I might have said the word, the R word. I think I might have said retarded. In an argument with him. But like, again, I was like, are you retarded? Like totally inappropriate. And it's like, I didn't feel good as soon as I said it. I don't think I've ever said anything to Alyssa, ever. Those are two times with Tyler. He was already an adult though, not a child at the time. And then we were talking about it and you said, well, you said, I think you've called me an asshole.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but I don't regret that. If I called you one, you were probably acting like one.
I was.
I think I've called you an asshole once or twice. Definitely at least twice.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Probably. Doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm good. Probably was acting like an a-hole.
Have you ever called me? Have you called me a bitch?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'd rather not go there.
No, that would not be okay.
Yeah. Rather not go there. Too many men throw that around to their women and call them that and this and that. All kinds of bad. Like,
I thought it was funny because I definitely... I remember even, it wasn't that long ago, maybe a couple of years ago, I called you an asshole. We were in the car going somewhere and I'm like, you are an asshole. Take me back home. I don't want to go to the store with you. Remember that?
Yeah. That was acting like an
It was something so dumb. You were mad because of, I don't know, I told you to go or I told you to, where, like the route we were going to take. I said, why don't you go this way? And you freaked out about me trying to tell you to go a different way.
I don't know. Maybe I was already pent up about something. I just blew up.
I don't know, but I thought it was so funny when you're like, well, I think when I was explaining that I'm really good about not calling people out of their names. And you're like, well, I'm pretty sure you've called me an asshole. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you deserved it though.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, at least I can admit it.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that is something that's very important.
Hey, listen, I can dish it, but I could take it too. It's got to go both ways. Some people just want to dish, but when it comes back down to they cry, break down. Oh, you're mean. Shut up then. Don't say nothing. No,
you know what? Honestly, that is one of my favorite parts about, not that we argue very much, because we do not argue very much, but I like the fact that you can take an argument. Mm-hmm. Like that you will argue. You don't like walk away, or you like engage in an argument. Yeah,
of course. I mean, you got to understand, me growing up, arguments didn't last long. They turned, my fists would fly. I'm just being honest.
But not with the women.
Not with women. I know that. I'm just saying in men, like you don't ever hear me arguing in men.
But you argue. Not that many people can actually have a healthy argument without getting all in their feelings about it. No. It doesn't have to be emotional. It could just be can't we just you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, argue. A healthy banter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's perfectly fine.
I get that side probably from my mama. My mom liked to argue.
Yeah. Sometimes
she didn't back down either. I got that too. I won't back down. This depends on what it is.
You won't sometimes I feel like you just get you only see your way during this certain mood that you get into. You only see your way, and even when you know you're being unreasonable, it's too late because you're irritated. So you'll stand your ground, even though deep down you know I'm totally being unreasonable right now. Am I right?
Plead the fifth.
I know you do that.
Thou shalt not snitch on oneself.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I'm going to start laughing and now I'm not going to be able to continue.
I can't talk right now.
Well, I mean, it must be hard being married to someone who's never wrong.
Oh, I don't know about that one. That's why I like calling you out when you are. And sometimes you get a little in your feelings.
Oh my god.
Even your son will call you out.
No, because you hang up on me. You like to bring the
Miss
crew
Perfect,
with you.
Like you can't do nothing.
You go to Tyler. Tyler, don't you hate when your mom does this? If I mess something up, you like to make sure everybody knows. So little Miss Perfect, da 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 da. You like to have your cavalry.
Kind of like what your siblings would do to you when you were young. They told me.
What did they?
Janine can't do no wrong. I'm going to make fun of your siblings.
They told you that?
Yeah.
What
Like,
do you mean I can't do any wrong?
yeah, like Princess Janine. That's
Oh,
what they
well.
call you.
I mean, what can I help? What can I say? Oh my goodness. I have before we move on. Oh my gosh, my stomach made such a loud growl.
That was
It
your-
probably even picked up on the microphone.
Dang.
I think maybe I'm hungry. Before I move on to our last topic, I do want to touch briefly on Valentine's Day because you made a funny comment because of the way Valentine's Day lands this year. It's easy for guys to have their main girl and their side chicks because Valentine's is on a Tuesday, so people can go out Friday, they can go out Saturday, they can go out Sunday, they can have lots of Valentine's dates.
Mm-hmm. So the side chick days.
Yeah, it's probably a fun time to go, oh, you know what? I didn't even think about it. Friday night when we were out at dinner and we noticed there was a couple people on dates.
Yes.
They were on like Valentine's dates. 'Cause it's like Valentine's weekend.
Yeah, we didn't even. I didn't even pick up on that, but we knew.
Yeah.
You could tell in the conversation when someone's asking, "So, do you have a cat? So, how long have you been living there?"
So do you like cats?
Yeah,
That was
I know.
too funny.
Oh, you have cats at your? I'm out.
You'd have been out. You'd be
I'm
like,
out. Where's
deal
the
breaker.
bill? I can't do this. I'll
Oh
be sick.
my God.
Can't
That
do
is so
cats.
funny. You know what? It made me think about Valentine's Day. I'm like, I can honestly tell you, I have only one memory. Oh, my
Damn, it's hungry.
stomach. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear that on the microphone. That's terrible. My stomach is growling like crazy right now.
Who created Valentine's Day? I want to know.
Oh, I don't know.
I know. How did it come to be?
But I can only remember one Valentine's Day ever that we've had together, and that was when we weren't even officially a couple. Our very first one. In fact, I have a picture of us on Valentine's Day. If I will try to find it and put it up here on YouTube.
Wow.
It was February 14th. What was the year? 2011? 2011. That was our first Valentine's. You took me to Kincaid's in Burlingame, and we stayed at the Embassy Suites. We went out to a nightclub. We kind of had the whole weekend. That was our first Valentine's.
Wow. Quickly how time flies, and we are 2023.
I don't remember any other Valentine's. I don't think we've ever done anything for Valentine's since. Isn't that ironic?
I don't know if we have or haven't.
Were you nervous that we were doing something on Valentine's that was going to give me like the wrong impression?
No.
Or like that felt too...
Nah.
Because you know how like when you're single and dating, you're almost kind of a little cautious because a Valentine's Day date
I know what
is
you mean.
kind of like, ooh, this
take
is
that
like
person out, they might
pressure.
get the wrong thing. And like, are we solidified after this? Like, no. I never used to go out on Valentine's Day. If I was single, hell no.
Okay, so I'll tell you where but there's tons of brunches all over town. Galentine's.
Today?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of advertisements for Galentine's Day.
Where we going? What brunch are we going to?
I also have thought about this. I have never been single on a Valentine's Day since I was 18 years old.
Wow.
I mean, technically, our first Valentine's, I was technically single because we were not, we were just dating at the time.
Yeah.
But that was it. And I was with you. So, because I was married before that. And then before that, I was in high school. So, is that crazy? I don't know what it's like to have like, you know how girls get sad? Maybe I'm being insensitive because I don't know what it's like to not have a Valentine per se.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm insensitive because I don't know what it's like because I've always kind of laughed at like the Galentine stuff.
I bet.
Or like they always come out with a cheesy movie on Valentine's weekend.
Always.
And so that Magic Mike came out with another.
Of course they
and
did.
everyone's like, oh, we got to see Magic Mike.
Yes. Because the girl groups, right? They get together
The
and they all go.
Galentines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't single dudes go out in groups then and hopefully bump into all these single girls running around?
It's
What the
a
hell's
really
going on?
good time to go out into clubs because if girls are out at clubs without guys on Valentine's weekend, they are single. It's actually a really good time
There you have it.
to go like
Yeah.
meet the singles because if they're out on Valentine's weekend, they don't have a date, then they're probably single.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on, we're going to round off with a David Goggins post that came up on my, I don't know if I tagged you in. I was going to.
Yeah, you did.
I just liked
He
it.
was a big boy.
It was the video says the purpose of suffering, but it was a post. It was what he wrote that I loved, and I'll pop it up here on the screen for those on YouTube. But I'm going to read it because I loved it, and then we can kind of talk about it. It said, "No matter where you are where you are from, how you look, or what you believe, there is one thing we all have in common. We are all going to die.
Facts.
When are some of you going to stop letting yourselves down? Too many of us are waiting for that magical moment when something clicks in our brains and the stars are aligned before we begin the process of becoming who we are truly supposed to be in this world.
Yep.
While that magical moment happens for some people, the majority of us need to realize that that moment will never come. We must be the ones to align the motherfucking stars ourselves.
Yes. Big
I
facts.
love that so much. Stop waiting for like the clouds to part and the harps to start. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't happen like that.
No.
It's more of like a slow, cumulative effort. I didn't get to where I am today overnight.
No.
I have slowly emerged into this person by, kind of building on it.
Yeah.
And even though, yes, I lost my weight and did all of that 25 years ago, I didn't do anything phenomenal after that other than maintain my weight loss by any means possible and not always in the healthiest ways until a decade ago. 10 years ago is when I really built a solid foundation. And then every year since then, I've built on it, which brought me to this. It wasn't it just clicked one day. No.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen that way. And then the post goes on to say, I believe the darkest days a person can have are when they look back on their life and realize they half-assed it and they can't get that time back to do it again.
Yeah, they'll have deep regrets, but like, damn,
I
shoulda,
feel
woulda,
that
coulda,
sometimes.
and all the years will go by, huh?
I feel that sometimes personally.
Yeah.
But then I have to remind myself that it's not too late.
Yeah.
There's still time. Even if I was a decade older, even if I was 57 or 60, it's still not too late.
Nope.
Because you can make the most out of a short period of time.
Yes, you
It
can.
could be very fulfilled, even though it's not a long period of time. And then it goes on to say, you can't keep saying to yourself, you will do it tomorrow, because there comes a time when tomorrow will be gone. Mark my words, there will be a time in your life when all the noise is gone and it will become very quiet. That will be the time when you reflect. During that reflection, I hope that you lived a life the way you wanted to live it with no regrets. A lot of people for the new year want to go on a diet, lose weight, start a new workout routine, stop drinking, etc. Same old bullshit every year. I would challenge you for the new year to take time out for yourself, quiet the noise, reflect, find out what you truly want out of life. Stop starting things that you know you are going to stop anyway. Stop wasting time. Make sure that the time that you spend is with the proper people and on the path leading you to your ultimate destination. And then if you watch the post, and I'll actually pause the video here for a second on YouTube and play the post because he goes into something else in the video.
And I ran by a graveyard and I looked out there and I have all these epiphanies, man. I have all these fucking moments of like just thought. Cause I'm always by myself and always deep fucking thought about how to be better. And I look out there, I'm like, man, I wonder how many of you motherfuckers in there fucking just are so upset with how you lived your life and fucking just regret how you lived it. And I'm running a 300-pound man thinking, man, don't fucking die like this, bro. Don't die like this. So people wonder where this shit comes from for me. It comes from such deep thought of trying to see what this is all about. What is this life all about? What am I all about? Why am I here? I had to find purpose, and my suffering had purpose.
But I just loved it. It made me stop on it and like listen to it because I loved it. It's like, stop. When are you going to stop letting yourself down?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. I feel like it's hard for me to see people just start and stop and start and stop a million times over.
I know, right?
Like what is it going to take? Because it's not going to be like you think. Like he said, I loved that when he said it's not some magical thing that just clicks one day.
Mm-mm. You gotta like stay on the path and can't stop. Even when it gets harder, when you want to quit, that's when you break through. And then you find out about yourself. Then you find out like, I could do this. But you got to get to the other side, and it takes work. It's going to hurt. It's going to be pain. But so what? Life can't be easy. There has to be challenges. That's the problem why we're suffering from mental health in this country. We need challenges, mental challenges, cold showers, workouts, whatever, man. We need challenges. It can't be too easy life. You know what I'm saying? You got to challenge yourself.
And I think, someone actually left a really cool comment on one of our videos, one of these podcast videos. They said that, it's not easy, but they put in the work. But once you get to the other side, it's like amazing.
Yes. You
to
learn
be on
about
the other
yourself.
side.
You're almost like I got a gift, like you unlocked a superpower.
Yeah.
For real.
It is. And the way they said that, I'm like, yes, they get it. Because I get that. I get that. I wouldn't give this up for anything.
No.
Because it's so worth it. The problem is having that blind faith, knowing that it's like that on the other side, because, you don't have that feeling. You got to work hard to get there.
Yeah, you do. You're not going to feel this feeling until you put in the work.
Yeah.
It's going to be some great
and you
grind.
know what the problem is? People's baseline, we just talked about this, people's baseline is feeling like shit.
Yep.
They think that's normal.
Yes.
That becomes baseline.
Yes.
They're bloated all the time.
Uh-huh.
They
Their
always
joints
feel
hurt.
like they need to unbutton their jeans after they eat.
Yes.
They are tired. They
Sluggish.
have aches and pains.
Yep.
They have a backache. They have a shoulder pain.
My knees hurt. This hurts. That hurts.
Yeah, right? And so they're just normal. That's like normal life. It's kind of like someone who has a toothache for a really long time, so long that they just learn to live with the toothache. They don't even know what it's like. I feel like a lot of people they just learn to live with these things. Like if you're overweight maybe and you have bad knees, they're just kind of like they just learn to live. It becomes part of their life. And so they don't know, like, wow. It's pretty amazing.
Lose that weight and watch the knee pain go away. Not saying it's going to completely heal you, but I'm going to take a lot of stress off those knees. That extra weight you're carrying, you're putting a lot of pressure on your joints.
Right.
Or your back joints. These discs are little, and in between the discs, you're putting pressure. Everything we're learning.
And a lot of times, the very thing that you think you can't do because of your ailments is the thing you need to do. A lot of people don't realize that.
No.
They think that, I have a back problem, so I can't work out. No, you need to work out. That's why you have the back problem.
You need to do core work.
If you go work out and strengthen your core.
Yes.
Get with a personal trainer that can help you. They can help you with specific ailments.
Yes,
because if you have like a certain problem, if you have something that's tight all the time, like there's certain exercises that you need programmed for you that will help with that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you have something is overcompensating for an underactive muscle or whatever. You have those injuries and ailments a lot of times because you're not working out.
Yes.
Because you don't have muscles that are properly conditioned to support your body.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to go work out and fix that problem.
Exactly. Hit the nail on the head. People just side skirt and go around it and find excuses. Come on, man, you can't do that.
Well, they avoid it because they think, I'm injured, so therefore I cannot work out because I'm injured. So your injury is never going to heal if you don't fix it.
Okay.
Fix the
I had a major surgery on my leg. Guess what? About 4 weeks after my surgery, I was still in a lot of pain. Believe me, I went to the gym on crutches because I knew how to do something. I had to do something. So I did upper body. I couldn't do lower half, so I did upper body. I did what I could. You know what I mean? So do what you can.
A lot of times, especially back problems, I feel like, you can attest. Okay, when we met in 2010, I think, I had major problems.
Your shoulder,
I didn't do weights. So prior to 2010, I was a cardio bunny. I never did weights until I worked out with you. I had really bad posture, right?
Your shoulders protracted forward.
Rolled forward. I had really bad lower back pain.
Yep. Probably been sitting down too long at Netflix or other corporate jobs you've had.
My back, I had no back, like solid back structure to hold me up, to hold my shoulders back. I couldn't even do like a plank.
I started showing you how to do a plank.
Remember, I was in so much pain. My lower back, my shoulder. I had all these injuries, all these problems, ailments. Guess what? Ever since I started lifting weights, I have none of those ailments.
Why? How come you don't have those ailments no more?
Because I strengthened my core, my back. I strengthened the muscles that needed strengthening.
Yes.
Now I have the strength to support my body so I don't overcompensate by, having bad posture or things like that. And the other time that I got only minor injuries I've gotten have been not working out, actually. I rolled my ankle recently. I still worked out through it. I just kind of modified my workouts. But when I was babysitting my nieces when they were infants, they were newborns and like preemies, and it was very challenging. It took, twins, you're feeding babies all day long. And I created a problem in my trap. It was like contracted too much because I would always hold and feed like this, and it would
you had in the contracted position too long. That's not good. It would
stay contracted, and then it hurt so bad. It was a problem. Remember, I used to have you like loosen it up because it would like gun? Contract up.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was a problem because I did that for 2 years, and that was something. And again, it was because I was doing the same repetitive, not proper, form for too long, and it created an injury.
Crazy, huh? Without knowing it, you create an injury.
But that's really the only time I've had like injuries.
Yeah. Or another one that I think is common with women is if your handbag's too heavy and you're carrying it every day on the same side.
Yeah.
That could create a muscle imbalance.
Another thing is like large breasts that you don't have properly supported with a good bra, or they're just too large.
That's true. You're right.
Can cause back problems.
Yes.
If you have indentations like on your here, it's a sign that they're just too large. You might want to get a reduction.
I knew a girl right after high school, very young. She had to get surgery to get breast reduction. It was hurting her back bad. Her natural boobs were too big.
Yeah, like if you have indents right here, like right here in your traps, that's a sign that they're probably too big.
Yeah, she had to get surgery because it was killing her back.
Yeah, like I don't have any back pain though. And I have, large augmented breasts, obviously.
You're strong. You built muscle around
support the boobs.
Support that. Support your spine. Everything.
Yeah.
Your whole vessel. It's all in alignment.
Yeah.
Very important. Posture's so important. People overlook it. If your posture's off a little bit, it's gonna throw everything off. You want to realize that's so important. How you walk, how you move, how your low back. Because that's where you feel it the most. Is usually your lower back or your neck if your posture's off.
Yeah. The neck. Oh, the neck. A lot of it is, if you think about it, it's because you're spending your whole day at a desk, and you're like this, you're crouched down, or people who are on their phones, like that.
You're tensing up.
Yeah.
You're bringing this up.
Yeah. So moral of the story is you need to work out. If you're injured, if you're injury prone, you need to work out, and you need to realize that right now, I want you to really sit and think about the way you're used to feeling all the time. Like maybe write it down. What ails you? Because I think you're just living with ailments, and you realize that becomes your new baseline. But you can fix those ailments. And as you fix those ailments, you're going to feel better and better. And like I said before, you're going to be like layering in things and getting closer and closer to that feeling that we talked about, that feeling of that breakthrough.
Yep, exactly. You gotta stay the course. Can't deflect. Right when you're gonna have success, that's when people quit. You know what I mean? Right when they're gonna break to the other side, they stop themselves short. They give up. It's too bad.
It's hard because that's what I've always said, I wish I could.
If they only knew this feeling, right? On the other side.
Yes, that's what I mean.
If you only knew the reward. And we both know because we've both been on the other spectrum too. You have and I have. So we know what it feels like. And it's terrible on the other side. Sorry, you guys.
In comparison.
To this side, I'm just telling you. For me, I have to be this way. Like obsessed with working out and training. It's for my mentals. That's the one thing only thing that concerns me in life is losing this thing. So I got to keep it strong and sharp. And the working out just stimulates my mind. When you get tired, you have less anxiety because you stimulate your mind. You have less BS to think about, less crazy thoughts. So the mind needs to be stimulated.
You actually have, oh my gosh, my hair looks crazy. Do you know that you actually have more energy when you work out?
Of course. Got a different bounce to your step.
You don't have less energy. People think like, oh, I don't have any energy. Well, then you need to go work out. You'll have more energy. I promise you.
I'm so tired. Oh, working out's going to make me tired. No, that's the opposite. It gives you energy. It gives you that zoom.
It gives you energy.
Gives you pep in your step. You need to move your asses. That's what you need to do.
Yes.
Straight up. There's no way around it.
Oh, my.
gotta move, man. There's no way around it. People they're looking for like this magic answer. No, sorry, you gotta put in the work. That's it. Put in the damn work.
You have to put it in if you want the feeling that we're talking about. Like if you want to get to the other side, there's no way around it.
We all got superhuman
Yeah.
strength inside of us. You just got to bring it out. You got that beast in you. Everybody does.
Be the David Goggins. He's been there too, so he can. I feel like he talks harsh like that too, because you kind of feel like you hold a card. Like if you've been there before, like you're allowed to say it.
Yep.
Because you don't want to hear it from somebody who has no idea. They've never walked in those shoes.
Yes.
Okay.
They don't know what that feels like.
It's a totally different perspective when you've walked in those shoes. So I know those conversations. I know that you try. I remember I used to try to make myself accept myself for the way I was. And that this was just going to be the way life is. I'm going to be a mom. Remember, I always say that. But so what I would do is I would focus on like, I would get into makeup, or I would buy shoes. I would try to make myself feel better. I was trying to convince myself that I felt good that way. And I was lying to myself. I was.
Yes, you were.
I was lying to myself, and I wasn't happy. I wasn't the best version of myself. And I'm not talking about the way I looked mentally and the way I acted, the way I, treated people, or the way, just my whole demeanor.
You probably
was
were
not the best version of myself.
Yeah. You feel good. When you don't feel good, you think you're going to treat people nicely? I don't straight
know.
Up.
I just was miserable. In hindsight, I look back and think I was miserable.
So you don't feel good. People don't want to admit that to themselves, though. Why they're angry, why they're upset, why they have high anxiety. Because you don't feel good. That's the bottom line. Your body, your vessel does not feel good. So when you don't feel good, how can you treat someone well or be happy?
I think it really does take awareness to stop and think, do you feel good? Or do you think that you feel okay, but you really are just used to it because that's your baseline?
Mm-hmm.
Your baseline is you walk around, it hurts every time you get up, or, you have to try on a few different items of clothing every day because you're not sure which one is going to fit, or you're not sleeping well, and you normally operate off 5 cups of coffee a day because you're tired every day.
Mm-hmm.
And
eventually that doesn't work.
Yeah.
I don't think it does. Maybe a tiny bit for me.
Be honest with yourself. Do you really feel your best?
Yeah.
Or do you get bloated every time you eat?
Mm-hmm. Or are you super sluggish and sleepy every time you eat?
Yeah. Are you taking a lot of naps?
Yeah.
Those are all signs that, you know what? There's things you could work on for sure. So, try to challenge yourself to think like, wait, have I just gotten used to feeling this way? Like, I need to think about like, wow, how amazing would it feel to not feel like this?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I did used to, and I don't mean to just be superficial with you guys. I just share honestly like the things that I went through. I used to fantasize about walking into a clothing store and just being able to pick what I liked, not what would fit my body. I would fantasize about that. Like, wow, wouldn't it be awesome to just like walk in and just like wear what I really liked, what I think like is the cutest outfit, and know that it would look amazing on me, instead of having to shop for, what's going to conceal this and what's going to button here. My boobs were ginormous when I was, and like nothing fit right. It was just, I remember that feeling, and I fantasized about it literally. And it was, instead of just fantasizing, you manifest it to reality.
Yep. Done that too.
Manifested it. I mean, I just thought, instead of thinking like that would never happen, I thought, you know what? Someday I'm just going to be able to walk into the store and everything's going to fit, and I'm going to love it. And I'm going to, I used to think that way.
Yeah.
And someday came because I worked at it. And
it feels good.
Yeah, it feels good. And, it's like I said, I'm not trying to be like so superficial about how clothes fits. I'm not saying that at all, because it's more important about how you feel, but I'm just being honest about the things that I went through, and the, that's, those are the kind of things that would go through my mind when I was like, because remember I told you on the weekdays I would walk. I never worked out when I was trying to lose the weight, but I would walk a lot. And on the weekends, I would take Tyler, put him in a stroller, and I'd walk in the mall. And that's when I would have those self-talks with myself, because I would walk by clothing stores and think, wow, like, wouldn't it be cool to like be able to wear that outfit?
Yeah.
And those are the things that would inspire me. I would look around at other girls that were like thin. And I used to love to like see other moms with small kids that like had nice bodies. It didn't upset me. It motivated me.
See?
It inspired me. Like, I want to be a cute mom. And I remember thinking, the next time I have a kid, I'm going to be a cute mom. I want to be cute when I'm pregnant. I want to be cute when I have a baby. I don't want to feel like this. I remember that. I accomplished that goal because my second pregnancy with Alyssa, I was cute. I wore overalls and I wore cute little things, and it was a totally different
you were like
experience.
A skinny pregnant girl.
Yeah. I still gained 40 pounds, but I was so thin when I got pregnant with her that I think I was 140 pounds when I delivered. I think I may have been like 100 pounds when I got pregnant.
Crazy.
And so I did get to experience that. And so I kept my promise to myself. And like I said, I didn't have a lot of knowledge back then. I didn't always do the right things. I just kind of like would drink a lot of diet soda, really cut back on my food. That's all I knew how to do. I'm like, if I just don't eat a lot of calories, I'll keep the weight off. And that's what I did. And obviously, like I said, a lot of the things were not the best method, but it worked for me at the time. I did the best I could with the knowledge I had.
And you know what? Something you just said is you made a promise to yourself and you fulfilled your promise. People need to make promises to themselves. You look yourself, write it down, say, I promise you, Janine, I'm going to do better. Look yourself, I'm gonna do better. This time next year, we're gonna be in a better place.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Like marriage vows, but to yourself. I mean, you make vows to your husband. I promise in sickness and health.
Yes.
Why can't you make those same promises to yourself and stick to them?
Yes. You know what the most important investment is on this planet Earth? Everybody's always looking to buy things, material things. Is your goddamn health, man, is the most important investment is yourself. But people don't do that. They want the next car, jewelry, this, that. I'm just throwing it out there, material things, but they overlook themselves. Like themselves don't matter.
No, I know.
Like they can't invest. Like listen, if you have extra money, you can invest in a trainer. You want to learn how to work out, invest. It's worth it. That's some things, those teachings you take with you for life.
Yes.
It isn't they just teach you and then they go away.
No, like the things that
you learn from them and you keep going like you did. You learn from Matt.
I learned from Matt.
And boom, you kept going. You learn from me, you kept going.
That training, which was,
it's like going to school.
Personal training is definitely an investment because it's not cheap. It was like, and this was a decade ago. It was $100 an hour. I did 2 sessions a week with him. That's $800 a month.
Yeah. It's
worth
expensive.
Every penny. What other things did I spend money on back then that were complete waste that I have? None of them I have. Nothing I have. Nothing to show for it back then, right?
Yeah.
But that, the most valuable.
Because you learn. You learn lessons. You learn about yourself. You learn how to eat. You learn what your body like, what it responded. You learn. You got to pay attention. Same thing in training. You got to learn how your vessel works, how it moves. It's a mechanism. There's a kinetic mechanism. You got to know how it works. People don't know how it works. They don't know how to use it properly. It's crazy. You have to learn. Again, invest in yourself. It's not saying you have to get a trainer. Maybe do virtual trainer. Maybe do group classes. But definitely, if you don't know how to eat and you don't know nothing about macros, yes, you should hire someone like my wife to teach you. You got to learn these things, man. That's part of the game. Again, it's for yourself, though. It's the best investment. But people don't cherish themselves enough. It's always when it's too late. And I don't want to say this or rag on nobody, but it's always when I'm in the hospital. I wish I had more time.
Oh, I hate
recently that someone said that. Someone's going through
it's heartbreaking.
a death. Somebody's going to die soon from cancer. I don't want to say who, but the person said that I wish I had more time.
I know, and my mom
40-some
said
years old.
the same thing. And
See?
you know how
Don't wait till
like,
it's too late.
wanted to like rip my heart out and like stomp on it on the ground is when your mom says I wish I would have taken better care of myself.
See?
Like
Right?
all I care about right now, nothing else matters, she said to me. Nothing, no money, no houses, nothing except spending more time with my family.
That's all she wanted. Yep.
And it is
That's
so
crushing.
heartbreaking
Mm-hmm.
because it's like, Mom, it's too late.
See?
You know,
Don't wait, you guys, till it's too late.
Too late.
Don't wait.
And you
Because
know
there will be a
hard
too
that
late.
is?
There will be a too late someday.
Someday it's too late.
Yes.
And you know, it was too late. She
Mhm.
was having, some people get the revelation, you know, after a heart attack or whatever, and then they survive the heart attack and then they have a chance, but some people don't.
Yep.
Some people don't.
Don't think, oh, I'm only in my 40s. I'll be okay.
You
I'm
blink
only in
your
my
eyes
30s. I'll be
and it's
okay.
there.
I'm only in my early 50s. I'm telling you, don't do that. Because it's going to be too late. You're going to be in that hospital room or in your deathbed. It's going to be too late. Don't wait till it's too late, man.
Don't wait till it's too late. That's the moral of today's episode.
Yes.
All right, you guys. We had some laughs. We had some serious talk. I think it
Yep.
was a pretty good, well-rounded combo.
Talk some shit.
Thank you so much for joining me in this asshole.
Yes, the asshole right here. So I can laugh about it. Just the word.
All right. That's the best part about you, babe.
It don't matter.
You
I'm
love
good.
me.
Doesn't hurt my feelings.
Laugh
Get me
at
all
you.
insensitive.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.
See you.